We have a problem. Ever since we moved into this apartment, we have been without hot water. But it is so cold. If everything goes well tomorrow, we have someone who's coming to install a tankless water heater.
Alright, IKEA, it has been very stressful to get here.
It took us 3 hours to get to Santo Domingo. Normally it takes 1 hour.
Yeah.
It took 3 hours to get here.
The traffic is terrible.
Do not come to the capital on Christmas break ever again. That is a note to my future self and everyone else. Make sure the sandwich doesn't go flying.
It doesn't work. Alright. I just had to squish it. Okay, I finally opened it. See? Very hard day today. That was small. I think the one we need is this.
That's the only one that would fit.
Goodbye, hot water tank.
So upset about that.
Hello, hola, it's Yonny and Kayla. Hola, hello from the DR of Buffalo.
Okay, here's what happened. I'm gonna try and make this as short as I possibly can. My credit card was hacked last time I went to the Capitol. They scanned it somehow. It was in my pocket. It was not protected. So because I live in Florida and I don't live in the Dominican Republic, they sent the credit card to my parents' house. And I realized this when we were on the bus on the way, that the credit card I have with me here is no longer good because it was hacked and they sent me a new one. So when we got to the ferreteria and we tried to buy the tank, they would not accept the numbers, like typing in the numbers, because when I go to Domex, I do that. I type in the numbers and I don't need the physical card and it works just fine. But at the ferreteria, they said, no, they can't do that. So at that point, we were about to give up and come home because I wanted to just give up and go home. Goodbye, hot water tank.
So upset about that.
We were both really tired.
We still are.
We're still really tired. But Mariano's like, no, let's try and pay with the phone. Because I was like, I have the numbers, I have the credit card. Is there a way that I can like take my phone and scan that? And I was like, oh my gosh, Google Pay. Totally forgot about Google Pay. But in order to download Google Pay onto my phone, we need Wi-Fi. I don't have Wi-Fi. So we had to walk all the way across the street, across the bridge, to the mall to get Wi-Fi. Then we had to go to the store. We had to put minutes on my phone. Then I had to change the minutes to data. Then I had to get data. Then I had to download Google Pay app. Then I had to put my credit card in, but my credit card wasn't working and it was taking forever. And then once I put my credit card in Google Pay, finally we had to test it because we're not going to walk all the way back to the ferreteria if it doesn't work. So then we tried it in Jumbo, but it wasn't working at Jumbo because my credit card has an extra level of protection now. So I had to confirm it and find the email and say, yes, I am using Google Pay. This was me. So then I had to go back to Jumbo and do it again. So fantastic. Google Pay saved the day.
Yep, it did.
So we had to go back in the store, get the tank, then we had to go to the checkout. Then at the checkout, then it was declined because it thinks I'm in the United States and I'm not in the United States. But then I had to go to the email and click confirm, it works. And then it worked. So, long story short, we have the water tank. It is here. We made it back. It took us 7.5 hours from the moment we left this morning till now. 7.5 hours. Was it worth it? That is my question. Was it worth the $200 that we saved?
Well,
Was it worth it?
we are gonna see if the heater works. I hope it works.
What if it doesn't work after all that?
I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad.
So guess what? I just took a shower. I feel so sick right now. And it was the coldest shower of my entire life. I'm not even being dramatic. I cried the whole entire time. Okay, I am being a little dramatic. When I'm sick, the only thing I want is a warm shower. It was so cold. And my parents thought they would be fine too. They came to visit for Thanksgiving and they were like, oh, it's the Dominican Republic, we'll be hot. No, wrong. I don't know how the Dominicans do it here. Many Dominicans don't have hot water here. Many of the other teachers at my school don't have hot water. I don't know how they do that. Because our water pressure is so low, we need a very expensive hot water tank. So apparently the one that we got yesterday in the capital, it won't work. So that means tomorrow we have to go back to the capital and do it all again and get another one, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. It is so difficult getting hot water. And I know Mariano doesn't even care about hot water. He's been without hot water his whole life. So he's doing this for me. He's amazing. What do you have to say? I shared my thoughts yesterday.
Well, I just have one thing to say. It didn't work. All this thing, and it didn't work. But you know what? That's an adventure.
It is an adventure.
It is a very hard adventure. But let's see what we can learn.
And
God forgive
who
us.
knows when we'll be back. We could be back in 1 hour. We could be back in 5 hours. We could be back in 10 hours.
But we're gonna be back for sure. I hope. I hope it's got a wheel. Then just go.
Let's go.
Peace out.
We're back.
What's in that casa?
What have we learned? Because you said there was something that we could learn from today. What did you learn today?
Not ever do that again.
I have learned never buy an appliance in the capital. I have learned never go to the capital on Christmas break. I have learned never get off the bus at a random street.
Which we did today.
And I did it with my parents because, they had to go to the bathroom and we had to get off and it was a disaster.
Keep moving and never stay in the same spot because someone was following us. And always walk where there are a lot of people.
Oh, yes. And we didn't get robbed. I say that was a win. And also, Google Pay is not very reliable in the Dominican Republic. It was declined like 7 times.
10 times.
But on the last time, I was like, please. When is he coming?
He said later.
Later in the Dominican Republic, later doesn't mean... what is later? I never know what later is. So now it's later. It is 10 o'clock in the morning the next day. That is what later means in this case. But I don't care. They're here. They went to go buy something because usually when people come to fix things, they don't come with the supplies. They come and then they make a list of things that they need to get, and then Mariano went with them to get it. So now we're just waiting. It's only a matter of time before I can take the hottest shower of my entire life. There she is. She's so beautiful. And there's the electric cord. So when we want hot water, we just have to plug it in. And wait 20 minutes?
No, 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Nice.
We have hot water!
Finally, after all this time, we have hot water.
Yeah, it works.
I'm going to take the hottest shower ever. It is going to be so nice.
You're gonna burn yourself.
I can wash my hair and not be freezing. I literally cannot describe to you how torturous cold water is. Merry Christmas. Christmas is in 4 days.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas!
I'm doing fine. So is your worried mind. close your eyes. Yeah, yeah, this land is a paradise, and the people are so very nice. I'm happier than I've ever been.